Well, hello to you all. My name is Dr. Wellington. Yes, and for those who don't know me, I am the Bros Counselor. That is Mario and Lou. And for those who haven't seen that yet, you can go check that out. And that is on the Bros episode 4. Look at the link below, and it'll take you right to it. Now, just like I told them guys and how we're always going to start, I need to let you know one thing before we say anything. And that is that you, you, you are in a safe place. Always and forever. With Dr. Wellington, you're safe. I'll fuck Dr. Phil up if he ever come talk some shit. Trust me. Alright. Now, today's topic seems to be, after looking through the inboxes and the reactions, why relationships don't work. Alright. Why relationships don't work. Feel free to give your opinion at the end in the comments. Now, right here, we're going to start with a few things, both minor and major. And remember, this is a safe place. Feel safe to say whatever you need to say. Now, what I'm going to say about the situation is this. One reason in particular that relationships don't work is clearly because of trust. It's hard to trust each other these days. Even when you truly love someone and you've been together for years, you still have that small part of you that makes you feel like that motherfucker there ain't 100% faithful. Even if they are, and in some cases they're not. Actually, in a lot of cases they're not. But I don't want to put any ideas in your head. In a few cases where people are faithful, it's shown here that it's more likely to make their mate be more clingy, more of a chokehold on your ass because they notice and identify that they have a good person and they don't want that person to be taken away from them. And I'm pretty sure if you did, you've seen some of the ratchetness that I'm talking about. Now, besides that, it's hard to trust when you don't know the motherfucker that you just met, because due to the 6 month I don't know you phase, that's what I like to call it. See, when couples first start, barking around, you want to always put your best foot forward. And with people nowadays, because of so many, what the kids call today, frauds and phonies, the big gazies and such. A lot of people, when they meet you, they just want to look real good to you so they can tap them skins and get up in there, Wellington style. Now, so for the first 4 or 5 months, that person, in most cases, isn't the person that you will be spending the rest of your life with. So it's hard to trust them because this is for the ladies. We have the evolution of the thought. Now, this is crazy. We have a big file on her. We've been keeping close watch on this monstrosity. The thought was once a Jezebel of some sort, and women didn't really have a voice, and they pretty much had to do what men told them to. They pretty much had to use what they called their sexuality to get ahead and what they wanted from their husbands and such. And over time, this is interesting because I give it about no less than 10 to 15 years ago, the big booty era had just begun. It was more of the skinny big titty area during from, before I say the 1995 when black rap took over, with the state properties in West Side, East Side, West Side, East Side, that type shit went down, and that changed the dynamic and the view of life. Went from wanting the big titty to that badass, yeah. So once that happened, big butt was kind of like a ancient relic that you held on to when you first seen it not too long ago because they were rare. But then over time, as you can see, they evolved, and now it's like big booties everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're ethnicity. It's kind of like in this era, you can pretty much get what you want and be who you want to be. Now, when it all comes down to it, I think the main thing is with relationships that people don't understand is that there is no universal book to relationships. You cannot talk to your best friend Shaquanda and ask her how she deals with a situation with Hakeem, because Shaquanda and Hakeem are different from you and I say Tony. You can't ask your girlfriends because they live for that moment to tell you that that nigga ain't shit, and so on. They just like to hate. They just like to hate, so they're always going to give you the worst advice at that time. So as we close this thing out, and we're still all in a safe place, relationships don't work because A, we don't trust each other. B, we fail to realize that we adapt to our surroundings and can't listen to the same old teachings and our friends and such. Because nowadays, the game is truly changed. It's more like before you had to get what you can get, and if a person's beauty was beauty by nature, if you seen a girl with a beautiful face and long hair and like I don't know, just boobs. I'm not gonna say that word. Children might be watching, but boobs and a busky butt. That was more natural, and now today it's more like build a bitch. You can just go and buy the shit and put it together. Actually, it's harder to go get a build a bear than it is to build a bitch these days. And no pun intended. I don't mean to disrespect the ladies out there, because these are two different things that we need to realize here. There are different kind of women. There are thoughts. There are ladies. And there are them girls that we're not going to describe on here. Yes. Pumpkin, can you hold on my call, please? Until next week? No? Okay. Alright. Well, Pumpkin says it's time to wrap things up. It's time to go. She says, I have another client coming in soon. I think it's Mario. I think he just got out of jail and he done some things he needs to talk about. So, like always, come back. Let me know what you need to know about. And you are always in a safe place here.
Motherfucker, what you doing, man? I ain't always been me.
Shit, the cameras are still rolling. I didn't know. I'm sorry. The hood came out.